together wild in spirit. We, the Shadow Realm, will prevail. We will weave our essence into their fabric, unseen, unheard, until the moment of grand revelation. They will resist, but in the end, they will thank us. We shall have our enemies feast with us in a world unshackled, reborn in the spirit of Halloween.
We're witnessing the future of gamefi right before our eyes.
I think this might be the biggest thing in 24, coming into 25.
We want to push the boundaries of what trading card games can be and build something where the player really feels like they're stepping inside a huge fantasy world.
There's so much more magic ahead.
All right, guys. Welcome back, AJ, to the channel. Today we're going to be covering Honor versus Madness, covering GrimGold, all the tokenomics, all the features. 60% of the pre-sale tokens are locked in the staking contract. 18% of the total supply is staked. 22.5% of the total supply is for future incentives. AJ, welcome back to the channel. How you been, buddy?
Good, no Brad. What an intro, brother. I love it, man. I'm hyped, man. And yeah, those are some bullish statistics, bro. There's, even though we have $1 billion max supply, there's a lot less supply on the market right now, which is super bullish for the token. So yeah, man, we'll talk all about give a little bit of background, we'll talk about staking, we'll talk about the future. So yeah, man, should be a great show today.
All right, so you want to get into the Honor versus Madness stake and earn first, or how you want to do it?
Yeah, bro. So I wanted to start maybe real quick just with a little bit of background. I mean, obviously, you guys, the crypto product community has been longtime supporters, but how we got to this point is, really, we've always wanted to have a game in our portfolio, but we wanted to have a game that was done right, not just a copy and paste. And as you know, with EMP Fusion, that is our mothership, so to speak. And EMP Fusion becomes much more successful with actual revenue streams. So right now we already have about 8 different revenue streams. Our treasury yields, the bridge, our Pulse and a BSC bridge, all of our exchanges. So we do have a lot of revenue streams, but Honor vs Madness is going to be probably one of the biggest revenue streams. And so again, 10% of the entire revenue from the game will go towards feeding EMP Fusion. So that's why, again, people should be not only really bullish on Honor vs Madness by itself, but if you're part of the emperors or empresses and EMP Fusion, you should also be really excited. So that again is how we kind of got here. And Crypto Pride about 3 months ago, we had a very exclusive private sale for your community and a few others. And through that private sale, we raised about 700K. And over the last 3 months or so, we've had major expenses. We already spent about 200K on development, another 100 or 200K on advertising leading up to this, and we're still just a little under what we raised in treasury. So that is really bullish in terms of treasury management and utilizing our DeFi skills to make it really sustainable. And ultimately, as the game becomes profitable and we have the game released and we have people buying assets, that revenue will be again put into the treasury, and then that will be what is able to support the future building of the game without ever having to sell tokens and dump on our community. So fundamentally, we have everything set up for success, and part of that is staking. So this is the staking page. If you were a pre-sale buyer and you maybe forgot, you have what's called XGG in your wallet. you will be able to swap that for GG. If you go to the very bottom real quick, Crypto Pride, there's a swapper for
Oh
those
yeah.
that forgot. Yep, right there. So again, if you're part of Crypto Pride community and weren't able to stake early, that's how you get your actual GG. And now that we are, well, first of all, everybody that staked early got a massive bonus. So all the pre-salers got a bit of a bonus rate on their tokens, and because of that, we had, like you said earlier, literally about 60% of
Mhm.
the entire pre-sale was staked for a year. So, and again, I heard from the developers. We'll share this on the next AMA with
Yeah.
us, but you get the alpha, bro. So, of all that staked, about 90% of that was for the full year. So again, man, it's really
Yeah, because
bullish.
you can stake from 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, and 360 days.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
I was watching your Wreck to Riches live stream. These are fixed APRs, correct?
Yeah, bro, exactly. So again, in terms of farms, we're usually used to APRs fluctuating, but you're getting that APR based on tokens, not based on dollar value.
Mhm.
So again, man, the if you calculate it in terms of dollar value, the APR could be dramatically higher once the token finally starts to appreciate. So yeah, those are APRs in more GrimGold tokens, and the name of the game is to just acquire as much Grim Gold as you can over the next year, because once the game launches, that is really when we see, all the economic energy going into the token. And even based on speculation, some of the bigger tokens like Axie Infinity or Illuvium, Star Atlas, Gods, the average was about 180 days to get to their all-time high anyway. So we have plenty of runway. Right now is just again a lead up to that. And yeah, happy headshot here, sloppy headshot. Is there a limit on a minimum or maximum for staking? The answer is no. So that's another really bullish thing. The way staking works now, you can buy GG off the market and go into any of those four pools, like Crypto Pride said,
Mhm.
30 days, 90 days, 100, what is it, 180 days, and then
Yeah.
360. And what happens is the first day that you stake, that will set your time frame. So if you stake today, then there's a countdown that starts based on those time frames, and then you can add to your stake, but you just get prorated based on the amount of days left. So it doesn't actually ladder, because again, we wanted to avoid, a lot of like hex staking or even sparkler. If we were to do that on ETH, you'd be paying $1,000 in gas. So this is a way that we were able to do it much more efficiently. So does that
Now,
make sense, CryptoProd? Yeah,
let me. Can you also explain that once you stake your tokens, it's not like you staking up. I mean, you're staking up for a certain period of times, but during a certain
for
period of
sure.
time, you can also claim rewards, right?
Yes, brother, great point. So again, I know that asking you to stake for a full year is a big commitment, but
Mhm.
yes, so not only are you getting the ability to claim your GG rewards every day, again, depending on how big of a stack you have, again, with the gas fees, you may only want to claim once a week or once a month. But that being said, you're also earning carnival tickets. So
Right.
again, let's talk about that. This is the
Okay.
carnival shop, and yeah, this is again just another added bonus on top of your rewards, and why it's just a no-brainer that you should be staking. And so by staking your GG, you earn what's called carnival tickets. And carnival tickets are similar to, like, when you went to Chuck E. Cheese or
Yeah.
Dave and Buster's and you're able to save up these tickets. You can spend them, quick for, a mug or
Yeah.
a sticker pack, or you can save them up and buy a really awesome prize. And so we take that same concept and we apply it to this. So there'll be basic, rare, epic, and legendary NFTs that are only available in the Carnival shop. And so what happens is you can save up your tickets. You can then buy one of these legendary or epic or whatever NFTs, and then you can either play it yourself in the game, or you can sell it on the secondary market. So that's really bullish because you're able to profit without actually ever having to sell your GG tokens.
Now,
So again, we really
real- can you
go ahead.
sell? Can you sell the tickets?
So, technically speaking, yes, but we are not going to be providing liquidity on that. So it would be up to the community to do that. And really, the only way to get tickets, without price impact or having to buy from somebody else is through staking. So we
Mhm.
did that on purpose because we really want people to stake to be able to earn tickets. And even if there was a liquidity pair, you'll never get as good a deal on tickets as staking yourself.
Okay.
So yeah, and we'll have more info on that as we go. But it is a token, just like anything else, tickets. And when you claim, it shows up in your wallet. So again, it's just a really awesome bonus. And there'll be a lot of items in the carnival shop that will allow you to kind of flex on your community too. So not
Yeah.
only is it potential cards to play in the game, but we're having a heavy emphasis on cosmetics. So, maybe there's like a golden wand
Yeah.
or, a special outfit
Yes.
for your
I heard you
character.
talk about like almost you can get your own little dog, certain color, or it's
Yeah,
almost
bro,
like my son. He plays Fortnite, right? You heard of Fortnite before, right?
for sure. Yeah,
You can
man.
buy the different skins. He's draining my wallet every week buying these skins. I just
For
bought a
sure.
Snoop Dogg skin the other day. So it's gonna be something like that, right?
Yes, 100%. So, Um, yeah, as you said, I mean, that is there's a lot of value to players in buying that to represent their character and make it feel more personal to them, but without actually impacting the gameplay in the game. So
Mhm.
yeah, that we have a real heavy emphasis on that for sure.
Now another thing is I know you always hear the term play to earn, but you're kind of spearheading the play to own. Can you explain the play to own for the people?
Yes, bro, absolutely. So yeah, I can always count on Crypto Pride because he does his research
Mhm,
and listens to the other AMAs for sure.
mhm,
So yeah, we're going after what's called the play to own model, and this is very different because typically in the play to earn space, people are incentivized to play the game through massive rewards. And what happens is the game really isn't that good to begin with. And so it almost becomes a job to play the game to earn the rewards and extract as much value as possible out of the game.
mhm,
And this has a great short term effect because, everybody wants to play it. Socials go crazy, but after a few months, the rewards start drying up, and then the game is really doomed because, again, there's not enough rewards to go around. The game really isn't even that fun,
mhm,
and it ultimately dies. So we're going the exact opposite route, and what we're doing is called play to own, where you actually, by playing the game, you're not only able to own your own assets, which again is the whole point of decentralized blockchain. You own the assets that you buy. It just doesn't go to some company that and you never see it again. And we're able to do it in a way that is very healthy for the economics. So again, if you are a casual gamer and you don't really care about the crypto side of things, and we build an amazing game that you have no problem spending money to play, then that is very profitable for us as a business. And then under the hood, we are utilizing that revenue to support the ecosystem. However, it's also an incentive for new users to learn about crypto because rather than forcing them to download a wallet and learn, how to use gas, and
mhm,
all this major learning curve to the general public, we actually show them, hey, you can buy it now and play the game. But if you really want to own your assets, you can actually do this in Web3. And now we're incentivizing them to come over and again buy their assets that are truly verifiable, and owned by you, the player. So this is really cool. And like I said earlier, it also allows us to have a third-party marketplace. So we'll have our own marketplace, and now you're able to buy and sell your cards or your NFTs without ever having to buy or sell GrimGold to earn from the game. So that is, again, really important for sure.
Now, to bring, I guess, on board new people that's not familiar with the crypto world, one, you can play the game for free, right?
Yeah, so exactly, it is free to play. So again, how that works is, we've hired a AAA studio out of Thailand, and they've already built multiple games that are live on Steam. Steam is kind of the biggest, publishing network. Another
Steam,
big one,
Twitch,
yeah,
all those.
yeah, bro, totally. And even Netflix gaming is really coming up in terms of popularity. So we have connections with all that, and because the game itself is actually Web 2, and just integrates the NFTs. It's not all on chain where you have to download a wallet. Again, you could just sign up, start playing immediately with an email address and a username. That allows us to get our foot in the door with
Right.
all these distribution platforms that otherwise are not crypto friendly. But that being said, yeah, so you would you would start playing the game. You get a basic deck, so you get like some of the real basic cards, and you can start playing for free. And this model has been really successful because it allows people to, try it out and actually like it, or for lack of a better word, get addicted to it
Mhm.
in a good way if we do our job right. And then they have the again incentive to spend on better cards or different outfits. Again, like you said, your son,
Yeah.
spending way more than he should be
Right.
on skins. So that is the whole model from the Web 2 side for sure.
Now, speaking like Steam and Twitch and all those other streaming platforms, I know you've got 22.5% locked tokens for future incentives, and I see that you had for rewards for tournaments. Is there going to be like a specific Honor versus Madness tournament on Steam? Certain members can
Yeah.
be a part of.
Yeah, bro, I love where your head's at. So, yeah, man, you're always thinking ahead, and that is absolutely the case. So, we have just over 22% of the supply is locked on Unicrypt. You can verify that on chain. That's a massive amount of GG tokens that will not be available until a year from now, and those are earmarked for special tournaments and community incentives. So, yeah, to your point, we will be hiring, streamers to stream
Wow.
this game. And because and we'll show this next, this is a good segue into the gameplay. So I don't
Okay.
know if you want to pull up that video, but
Okay.
the gameplay footage that we released is very, very uh, unique, where it's actually a lot more entertaining to watch this. Typically, with a card game, it's been very, flat and kind of boring, honestly, to watch people play each other. But now in a fully 3D world, again, we're one of the first card games to really do this. Um, we feel like it's going to be a lot easier to get people to want to watch it as well. So, yeah. So, and yeah, to your point, we'll have tournaments. Not only tournaments where you have to put up GG. So, say every Friday we have a Crypto Pride tournament where
Mhm.
your community, everybody puts in 10 GG, and then the top three players, just like a poker tournament, they would get the prize pool. And then we'll have major tournaments, once a month and once, every quarter with massive prize pools where everybody can enter and play for the top spot for sure.
So you want me to show the video real quick? I can save the little segment. I hope this is good enough.
Yeah,
Let's
totally. Yep,
let's
I
play
think
this.
this. Yep, go ahead.
So basically, it's a magical floating picture frame that are hovering between heroes and can dynamically change their position and direction. And when we tried it, it was immediately clear that this idea was not only going to work, but it brings a whole new level to the format. With this, we also introduced a dynamic camera system. So during the player's turn, you get this high level strategic view that makes you feel in control
And then when it's the opponent's turn, we move the camera next to the hero in this lower perspective to see the act up close, where you feel more like an observer. I think it's a pretty cool addition.
This is surf, but
Is that good?
I love it, bro. Yes, thank you for again picking the exact perfect part of that interview. So yeah,
I want to show. I
this
want to show one more thing because I know you went over this before, but let me go back to
yeah,
it.
bro. Please do for sure.
All right, this is the card game right here, right?
Correct.
And after you battle the card game, these two people also have to battle, right?
Yes, bro, exactly. So again, this is something people really, I don't think have fully understood yet,
Yeah.
and it's why we say it's a blending of a card game and a third person
Shooter game.
shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, to your point, and this is a perfect screenshot right here. So yeah, the card game takes place in the middle of the screen, and
Mhm.
again, those are fully 3D. And then we enter what's called a madness mode, and this will be triggered by a special card or a special event within the game. And then those cards in the middle will fly away to the side of the screen, and then you zoom in to behind your character, and then you battle your opponent. Right, exactly. And this again, this was just to show the card game part, but we have a full video coming of the PvP part, and yeah, you zoom in right behind your character on the left. That is your fully customizable character. Um, Again, you can have a pet next to you, a cat, a dog, a dragon, a ghost. We'll have a ton of different pets, uh, different wands, different outfits. So your character is fully customizable. They are the ones that are essentially playing these cards. And then, yes, once you're in the madness mode, you will fight your opponent with magic, and then if you remember Mortal Kombat or
Yeah.
some of these other games, there'll be a finishing move as well that will be really unique, and that will be an NFT, so you can buy like the most epic finisher that only a few players will have, and that will determine the visuals of the game, and then whoever wins that battle gets a bonus or a debuff for the rest of the game. So it's really a way to level the playing field as well, because maybe you're really good at playing cards and knowing all the characters, but you're not that good at the PvP. Then and vice versa. Maybe you're really good at shooting, but you're not so good at the card game. It really levels the playing field in terms of strategy and really being good at the game overall. So.
All right. So Paul says getting in early now is an easy 100x. What you think?
I like it, Paul. Yeah, man. Again, not financial advice, but on average, a lot of these games that have not even close to what we have built so far have done about a 400x. So pretty amazing.
Yeah, like I say, on deck screen right now, liquidity 181,000 locked. Token price 0.003291. Okay.
Yeah, so we're right around pre-sale price. Again, the chart is a little bit flat, but that's better than a pump and dump. I mean, obviously, on the first hour, you get sniper bots and everything else that you have to move through. But now we've really found a great, floor. And, again, from here on out, we're only going to be adding more and more utility. And the token, GrimGold token, is non-inflationary. In fact, it's actually deflationary.
Talk about the
So
burning.
yeah,
Talk
yeah,
about the
man.
burning mechanism.
Yeah, bro, totally crypto Fred. So we are actually going to be burning the token as well, and we're going to be doing that in two ways. So the first way is through our marketplace. So we're hoping to have our first card packs available to buy in about 3 or 4 months. Again, it's probably $3 to $5 in GrimGold token. You buy the card pack, you open it, and then you get a random chance at 4 or 5 different cards, and some may even be legendary. So that will be a whole experience in itself. But then once you have the cards, you'll be able to buy and sell them on the third party on our marketplace, and a portion of all the fees that are generated from the marketplace will go directly to buying and burning GG. So again, within 3 or 4 months, GG will be deflationary, and that will only get more and more because the more volume we do in the marketplace when the game actually launches, that'll be even more buying and burning of GG. So it could get really, really exciting when that starts happening. And the second way we burn is even through our pack sales. So again, everything on the Web3 side is priced in GG tokens. So when you buy different card packs, a portion of that will also go to be burned. So, we have a lot of mechanisms to reduce the supply.
Okay, you want to talk about the time frame to the actual launch of the game?
For sure, bro. So again, I know that a year sounds like a long time, but we'll be there before we know it, especially with the bull run that we're in. 2025 is going to be really exciting. But yeah, so the current time frames and roadmap is obviously TGE was most important. We had that just a few days ago. So in the next 3 or 4 months, we'll have the first card packs and cards available. 3 to 4 months after that, we'll have again the marketplace up and running, and we're even working on some mini games as well. So maybe a game again that you kind of get familiar with the different cards, the different lore, and just something super simple but entertaining. And then 3 to 4 months after that, so about 8 months in from today, we'll have what we call a vertical slice. And a vertical slice is the beta of the game, playable beta, where you will have to download the game and invite your friends to play, like old school LAN parties. So we won't have a server set up or anything like that, but you will be able to play the game and experience it. And then another 3 or 4 months after that, so right at about 12 months, we will have the full playable version and release of the game. So that is the immediate timeline. And then after that, every 3 or 4 months, again, every quarter, we'll have a big event. So we'll have different, maybe a holiday release, around Halloween. Maybe we have a special card that you can only get every Halloween, or, also season passes. So although the game will be free to play, we will have a season pass mechanism where, again, if you choose to buy the season pass, you get extra rewards or special cards, and that will be every few months as well. So again, there's plenty of ways to monetize and get involved.
Now, would it be mobile friendly?
Yeah, so that is the ultimate plan. Not off the bat, but excuse me, yeah, not off the bat, but we're building the game in a way right now that we can implement mobile much easier. So what happens is a lot of games will build for the PC, and when they're building, they just want to build it as fast as possible,
Mhm.
and they don't plan for the future. But we're building with mobile in mind, even now. So yes, hopefully within 6 months to a year after the launch, we'll also be able to integrate mobile.
All right. Second thing is airdrops. A lot of people like airdrops. I know you got a certain percentage of the treasury allocated for airdrops. How do these airdrops take place? Will it be like you have to? What are the qualifications for the airdrops?
Yeah, bro, absolutely. So we're big on again building our community and giving incentives. So we'll have a lot of things. So we already did a Gleam and like giveaway campaign around NFTs, and even now a little bit of alpha for the crypto pride community. We're giving away an NFT as we speak
Oh yes.
as well. So if you go to nft.honoriversemadness.com, any of you can sign up for the free NFT. But yeah, we'll have very specific rules. I mean, again, airdrops are amazing, but we just don't want to give airdrops for people just to sell. So you will be incentivized to earn, more and more GG by helping us grow. So we'll release that as we go. The first airdrop will probably be again right around the time that we release the cards. So another few months. But as long as you're, yep, there you go, bro, perfect.
Yeah.
As long as you're in our socials and being active, you'll be the first to get those airdrops for sure.
Okay. Now, one more question I have is now as far as I know you get all these NFTs, you can buy all these different cards and stuff like that. But when you actually get your NFTs, you get all the NFTs that you want, and you want to play the game. What is it that you can actually win? Is it the GrimGold tokens? Will it be more NFT cards? What will be some of the prizes? And how many players? How many you can play one player at a time, right?
Yeah, 100%, man. So, I love this question. So, again, this is still something that we're really finalizing internally. But just to give you an idea of the logistics, so you will actually, if you're buying your cards on Web3 and actually getting your NFTs, you will then stake your NFT, and then it will show up in the game. So the game itself is still uh, centralized and part of a centralized server. And again, this hybrid approach is really cool because it's a lot less expensive in terms of development and in terms of playing the game. Again, gas fees, even on layer twos, can get crazy when you have to put a gas fee for every single move that you do. So
Mhm.
being fully on chain really is overkill at this point. So we're just building it to honor, again, pun intended, all your owned assets through NFTs. So again, that's how it's going to look from a technical perspective. And again, if you're just buying it or playing it on the Web 2 side, you can spend dollars or euros and get your cards. But then again, if you don't play, if you leave the game, you don't get to take your assets with you. So, but to your point, you're earning. You would basically we're gonna have a ranking system. So, you play your opponent, and we have AI and other really unique matchmaking algorithms that we're
You
working
can't win
on.
against the AI, man. Come on.
I know, give the Brad for sure. So, a lot of times in the beginning with these games, matchmaking is really hard because there's not a lot of players yet. So we will have some AI players in the beginning just to make it a fun experience. And really, as you progress, you get matched with better and better players. So this will still keep it very competitive. And as you climb the leaderboard, that is when you start getting prizes. So again, say we run, the cycle is every, once a month,
Mhm.
where on the first of the month, everybody starts at zero, and you have to play all your opponents to climb the leaderboards. And then say at the end of that month, all the top 10 players of the whole game get rewarded in either exclusive NFTs or new cards or just GrimGold tokens themselves. So yeah, that's how the reward system will work.
Okay.
And
All
yeah,
right.
shout out to Brown Gent. He's in the building too. Everybody's here.
Brown gent.
There he is. Yeah, a big supporter as well.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to cover?
Yeah, man, I know we've been through a lot. I'm a little out
Mhm.
of breath today. We've done like 15 AMAs, bro.
Right.
So it's been nonstop. But you've been so supportive over the years, Crypto Pride,
Yeah.
and I really appreciate that, brother. And we are getting to where we want to be. I mean, I know Fusion and everything that we do is maybe not the most attractive APRs, but we are going to be building for the future. And this is just one more step, of making Fusion more successful
Yeah,
and
because
our entire
10% of the
ecosystem.
profits go to Fusion, right?
Yeah, bro, 10% of everything we do. And again, to put that in perspective, Hearthstone, even like non-Web3 games,
Mhm.
and if you look at Splinterlands or Gods Unchained, some of the really popular Web3 games,
Mhm.
on average, these games do $1 million a day in
Yeah.
revenue. So that could be potentially, $100,000 funneling into Fusion every single day. So again, man, that's we had to walk before we run, but that is really the potential for sure.
Okay. Well, that's all the questions I have, AJ.
Awesome, bro. Well, yeah. Any other questions from the audience? I know Crypto Babe is here as well. Shout out to LA. I don't know if I forgot anything today. If she wants to comment, but yeah. And Brown Chan says love to see all the AMAs. So yeah, man, we're just getting started, bro. We've been on a big AMA train for the last 2 weeks, but we have a lot more sponsored content coming
AMA
out
train
as
for the
well.
last few years.
Yeah, yeah, bro. It feels like that for sure, Crypto Bride. I think we hold the record, bro, over 600 AMAs for sure. All right, Crypto Babe says everything sounds good. So yeah, man. And again, please join our socials. We're really active. Our Telegram and Discord has doubled over the last week. We're almost at 4,000 on Twitter, so we're really getting a lot of attention right now. Even though it isn't really reflected in the chart, I think as soon as we start seeing the Bitcoin dominance come down and everything going into ETH, I think, and other alts, I think we'll really see it. So yeah, the exclusive items in the Carnival Shop. So we touched on that a little bit earlier, but yeah, I mean, I think people are sleeping on the power of those. So, if you buy GG now and stake it, you get those Carnival tickets, and some of those NFTs that are really rare like that have literally gone for like 50 grand in other games. So you're talking thousands and thousands of dollars that you could earn just from the free, essentially free rewards. Because again, not only are you getting GG tokens, but you're getting tickets. Again, essentially for free. And then imagine that. Imagine taking your staking rewards and turning into a couple of grand or more. I think that's pretty powerful for sure.
All right, guys. I guess that's a wrap, guys. Thank you, AJ, for our one of many AMAs that we already had, but I like it.
For sure,
I think it worked
brother.
pretty well.
Yeah, no doubt. Again, bro, I appreciate the support and shout out to all the Crypto Pride community. And yeah, man, let's do another follow up in a little bit when we have our first pack sale. We have a lot more coming too. We're migrating Spark Swap down into one multi-chain DEX. Fusion is still we're almost at supply shock with EMP. So we have so much in the works, bro, for sure.
When that DEX coming out? When that BSC DEX coming out?
Yeah, man. So we have a big announcement this week. Hopefully, by the end of the month, we should be having some movement and have the first DEX swap roll out on BSC for sure.
All right, guys. Before y'all leave, I appreciate if you guys like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Cheers.